What's good? It's your boy Boss on the Macintosh, and of course, I'm feeling myself. Thought I'd start my YouTube journey, record myself talking to this camera, feeling all kinds of weird, but it's all good. You feel me? First video, I'm trying to see what's up with this Black Myth Wukong, you know what I'm saying? I've been seeing a couple clips here and there, you know? I like what I've seen so far, but I'm trying to see what actual Gameranx are talking about before you buy, you know? I've seen a couple of their videos about other games, but this one, let's tune in. Let's see what they're saying, okay? All right, man, let's get it. Let's go.
Hey, we're back with another episode of Before You Buy, that show where we give you some straight-up gameplay and our first impressions of the latest games releasing. As usual, it's me, Jake Baldino, and today we're talking about...
Man, I like Jake, yo. Shout out Jake.
This is a big action combat adventure from Gameranx. This is a mobile developer jumping into their first
This game looks sick, bro. Can't even
PC.
lie to you.
Now, this game has been slowly hyped up for years, from its graphics to its character and story, and we've been cautiously keeping an eye on it. Now, keep in mind with this video, this is my first impressions after the first, 13, 14 hours or so.
Okay. Tell me something.
This one more than I expected. It's flawed, for sure, but
Bruh.
I think if you had your eye on this and you were...
You hear what this man just said? He's been keeping an eye on it, right? It's cool, it's a nice game, but it's flawed. My man's conflicted. Or does he actually know what he's talking about? But it's his first impression, so let's see what he's saying.
Hopeful? Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's ambitious, and even where it stumbles, I think this is a great debut for this studio. And just so you know, I've been playing a...
Shout out to Studio 2, man. It's their first video game.
And all of this
game they're doing bits
here is spoiler-free. So, if you haven't already heard this, it's important to note that Black Myth Wukong is inspired by the 16th century classical Chinese novel Journey to the West.
Journey to the West.
This, to me, is...
How many of y'all read that book, eh? Comment down below. I haven't read it. I'll probably get into Chinese mythology a little bit. I read a little bit about Greek mythology. My little bros got into that before me. I ain't even gonna lie. He's a connoisseur of sorts. You feel me?
Is one of the game's defining bits. It's why I was interested. You play as a badass monkey with a staff, and you go on a really varied adventure fighting...
That monkey got that pull on him. Every video I've seen that monkey, yo, fire, bro.
It's a very linearly structured game with some diversions. It's not really a Souls-like many people expected. Sure, you rest and level up at bonfire.
I know it's a three-piece. I know it's a three-piece. It's always a three-piece. Come on now.
With light RPG elements. Yeah, some... Now, your
character progression. I like a good story. I like me a good story, ain't gonna lie.
As well as a dodge. A lot of it is based around focus points. So you need to dodge and strike and do well to build this up, or hold a button to waste some stamina.
How many of y'all got this game already, yo? Let me know down below. You feel me? I ain't got the game yet. It's been almost 4 weeks now, and we broke out here. You feel me? We'll get it soon enough. I'll let y'all know when I do get it.
Stamina and charge it up. And then, bam. When you have these points, you can launch a more powerful heavy attack that can often stagger enemies and have other bonuses. You can also deflect certain enemy projectiles, but otherwise...
That is fire, bro. Then when you swing the pole around like that to block the arrows, that's fire. I like that.
And a little bonus. So get that focus story and hit triangle at the right moment.
God, I forgot about you. We didn't forget about you.
That just feels so satisfying to properly pull off.
Ooh.
There are also
the boss fights are fire in this game, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Stances are really just variations on the monkey's staff. Oh, did I forget to mention
the stances? I seen the stances.
Because that's part of the ancient lore, man. Get with it. These don't change.
A pluck of many. That's the one I've seen where he turns into clones and then they all jump you. That was fire. That clip was fire.
There's the big heavy slam, which
look at this guy.
So satisfying. I have to stick with that.
Man, you need to hit some legs. Hit the legs. That's why you got beat, brother.
Some damage while also charging.
Big ass body, no legs.
There's more.
What kind of?
Experimenting with them, but I'll let you.
But it's cool. It's cool. I like the.
Situational, and I've had a tendency to only swap to and.
I don't know what's gonna say there. Never mind.
Instances more than just having them equipped and using them consistently. Even still, sometimes it's tough to learn where exactly a stance might work, because enemy attacks are so insane and aggressive, it can take a lot of trial and error to really get what the hell you're doing with a stance. A lot of the times you're given these stances and then their use case isn't really spelled out for you. You gotta just figure it out.
Jake's going in on this game, eh?
Implementations. Along with that, you have a magic meter that you can spend on special abilities. The first one introduced to you is a temporary and pretty short enemy freeze, like catching them for just
that's what it was, eh?
Some of these abilities are offensive.
I thought it was like the person that freezes and charges up or something, but it's your part. Cool.
But more importantly, entertaining and fun to pull off at the right moment. It's just so good.
Leave a like below, by the way. You know what I'm saying? And a comment. Tell your mama, tell your auntie, tell your sister. You feel me? Subscribe down below. I'm gonna keep coming with these vids. Trust me.
Good to screw over an enemy at the last second. These are all cooldowns, but the bigger challenge and strategy is not burning your entire magic meter before getting to a challenging enemy where you're really going to need it. You're also essentially defeating certain enemies and collecting some of their abilities. Our hero character is canonically like a shapeshifter, and throughout the game, you defeat and earn the ability to transform into these enemies temporarily. There's a full transformation where
you like those?
temporarily you become a different creature and walk around and kick ass, or ones that you trigger and you will transform for a moment, for like a quick
Wait,
minute,
so you can beat someone's ass and then transform into them? That's wild.
Stuff like that. These things give
That is
variation
wild.
to a pretty simple striking combat system. You can do light attacks and then time it right with a heavy attack, and the animations are incredible, but after a while you might find yourself just doing the same best combos over and over again. It really only matters.
This reminds me of God of
when the
War.
enemy feels like a
God of War is the
grind
same
or
way.
you're fighting low-level enemies. The more complex bosses, you really have bigger things to worry about. Is the combat most refined, the most laser-precise, balanced thing? No. If you were looking for a Souls-like,
what is that? Oh, you just took his soul.
If you were looking for
I just took
depth,
your
but
soul.
I had fun with it. Story-wise, it
Oh,
has
there's
a
a
lot
freezing
going for
thing.
it because of like what I said. Like,
There's
what's
a
based
freezing
on.
thing.
I only know the basics of Wukong, but
Yo, the boss fights is crazy in this game, yo. It's a Master Splinter looking dude, yeah? Look at that.
Mysterious tales, beautiful vignettes, thoughtful quotes.
Oh,
really
you turn into a Master Splinter too?
Characters and cinematic action.
What the hell?
Are you sick of all these
These
AI
ads, yeah, I'm sick of these AI ads. That's what I'm sick of.
Characters say things and quote random things, and it really does not do a good job of ushering people into these ancient tales. I was still curious the whole time and had fun seeing cool stuff, but I wasn't like compelled or emotionally invested. It's just like a sequence.
Emotionally,
really
see what I mean? Like Jake, I don't think Jake likes this game. Does he like it? Does he hate it? Let me know down below.
It's a matter of you getting your way there.
Areas with a few mob type enemies that mostly aren't too crazy, and then a few
Big
tougher
Bang
guys
Buddha.
here and
Shout
there,
out Drake
and then
Buddha.
lots and lots of bosses. Like, I mean it. You can fight one unique boss, walk through a hallway, and then bam, there's a completely new, different boss ready to square up. This is where the game is really ambitious. Like I said, the amount of unique fights feels really, really damn special. The amount of times I was in a glorious, over-the-top, brutal fight with, like, you know, screen-filling animations and explosions, thinking, oh man, this has to be the end of this whole chapter or sequence. You know, maybe I'll get a big on the corner. A mid-boss in this game rivals some of the best bosses in other, like, regular action games.
That's King right
That's
there.
really damn impressive.
Y'all know about
From
King?
the
Let me
level
know
of
if you know about
challenge
King
to the
down
music
below.
and setting to the, like, the over-the-top crazy movesets of some of these enemies, it's just nuts. And I've been having a lot of fun just consistently
Bro, I
encountering
be
new
struggling
cool
with this
stuff.
game. I ain't gonna lie. Off of what I've seen, I'd be struggling like I'd probably like die 3 or 4 times every boss before I beat him. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we like. We like a little bit of a challenge.
It makes it feel really well paced, and also got me a little addicted, man. Like I kept playing after I said I'd
Rhino
stop
Man.
because
Hit the
I just
Rhino
wanted
Man
to
with
see
the
the next
paws
new thing around
and
every corner.
applause.
And it's just really
Get
fun
to
when you
clapping
get a
with the
good
cold,
run
you
going
feel
and you just
me?
feel like a ruthless badass.
It's
When
a
the combat
warthog.
hits,
It's a
it
warthog.
hits. Now,
It's
some of the
Pumbaa.
big boss enemies
Pumbaa-
go so
Pumbaa
insane
had
that they
a
will
whole lot of
actually
problems
trap
coming
you
his
in a
way.
corner, and like the camera lock-on screws up and makes it so you
Lord
can't
have
see
mercy.
attacks
Look
are
at that.
coming.
That's fire.
This happened
I
to
like
me
this,
way
man.
more than I'd like. and it was pretty annoying when I was doing well, but happened to get boxed into a corner by a taller enemy who jumps in the air, and then the camera gets stuck because it tried to pan up, and now like it's just a mess, and then I can't see big hits coming my way. Very frustrating. Also, if we're talking about annoying stuff, this game really needs a map. As far as I know, I couldn't find one. Even if it's just a vague map, it would really help because some of the chapters have really big areas.
I love this game from what I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to show me no more. I am convinced that I will be buying this game before the year ends or when I get me some bread. You feel me? So you can feel free to subscribe. Like I said, tell your mama to subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like. It's your boy Bosh on the Macintosh, of course. I told y'all in the beginning, and we out. Peace.